Hello everybody, in this video I'm going to show you how you can get your pet in World of Warcraft Classic. Like me, you've probably just reached level 10 on your hunter. If not, you need to get to at least level 10 before you can do this. And then you need to go to your race's starting village, if you will. So once you finish the starting zone, you've obviously got the next village along. In my case, it's Razor Hill here, outside of Orgrimmar, and you need to find your hunter trainer. Your hunter trainer will then give you a quest. Okay, so in my case here, I'm going to speak to Thotar. He's then got Taming the Beast for me. So I need to use the Taming Rod to tame a dire mottled boar. So once we've got that quest, you'll see in your inventory here that you've got a Taming Rod. I'm just going to link that there. It has got 3 charges, so don't worry if you mess this up the first time. But we're just going to run outside of the village now and find one of these boars. So we've just come out of the village here, and you can see that I found one of these dire mottled boars. All I need to do is target the boar and right-click the Taming Rod, then I will begin taming it. While this is channeling, you cannot move. If you move, it will cancel the channel and unfortunately break this. Additionally, if anyone else also attacks the dire mottled boar while you're doing this, unfortunately it will break it on the boar's end and mean that you cannot complete this. But once this is finished channeling, the boar will then become yours. You'll notice here as well that it does have some of its own action bars, but we don't need to worry about that right now. All we need to do is go ahead and hand this in. This is one of 3 parts to the quest. After this, he will give us 2 more quests. So there we go. I've just handed this in now. And he's going to give us the next quest, which is to use a taming rod on a surf crawler. And then we have to go now and do that. In my case, surf crawlers are along the coastline. So I'm just going to quickly go out and find one of those. You cannot tame the surf crawler or the next pet of your choice if you still have the dire mottled boar. So you are going to need to right click on the boar here, and then with the under the interact section, click dismiss. That is going to make the boar aggressive towards you. Unfortunately, you're just going to have to go ahead and kill it. So here I've found a surf crawler, and again I just need to target the surf crawler and use the taming rod on the surf crawler to begin the taming process, much like we just did before. And there we go, we've tamed it. One thing that you can do when you've got the pet is just test it out as well. So you can see here I'm now targeting the scorpion. If you press this here, you will see that the surf crawler now goes into attack and begins attacking the creature with you. Now I need to go and hand this quest in to do the final part of the quest. I'm just going to Hearthstone to make this quicker. So there we go, we hand in the second part of the quest. And then for the last part, we need to use the taming rod on an armored scorpid. So I'm going to accept this now and go and find an armored scorpid. And there we have it. We've now tamed the final creature as part of this quest chain. I now need to go and hand this in. And on the hand-in, you'll see that I have some new abilities. So I've now handed in, and you can see that I've got another part of the quest here, which is to speak to Ormac, Grimshot, and Orgrimmar. And then I will learn the training lesson ability. I'm going to accept this and go to Orgrimmar now. You will have the same thing for your capital cities. But you will also see that I've now learnt some new abilities in the Beast Mastery tab, which is to call pet, dismiss pet, and tame beast. What this allows me to do now effectively is to tame any creature that I want as a pet. One thing to note with this is it does need to be at least your level. You can tame anything your level or less. So in my case, I can tame anything under level 10. The original creature that you tamed will not be kept still under this. Right now it is still going to last for 14 minutes and then I'm going to lose this as a thing. You will still need to dismiss this and either retame it if you want to keep that pet or just lose it if you're not interested in having a scorpid for a pet. So as we've come into the capital city, I've just tamed quickly another pet here. So I've got a boar with me, and a few things to quickly mention here. You will see on the left-hand side by the boar's character profile that it is currently unhappy, causing 75% of normal damage and currently losing loyalty. If you allow this to continue, eventually the animal will leave you. In order to prevent this, what you need to do is actually feed it, which you can do once you've handed this quest in. But in order to see what the boar can eat, you can just come here to your character profile, go to pet, and then here you can see that it has a diet of meat, fish, cheese, bread, fungus, and fruit. In the instance of my boar, certain animals only eat certain things. So cats, for example, don't necessarily eat bread. But once you're ready to hand in this quest, you can go ahead and do that. And now you will see that I've learnt several new abilities, including the ability to feed my pet. So what I can do now is go ahead and drag the meat over my pet. And you can see now that the feed pet effect is currently active, increasing happiness. And you will see as this goes on, once the pet starts to eat more of this, it will go from unhappy to moderate and then happy. This normally takes a few, so you can see now that it's content. It's causing 100% of normal damage and gaining loyalty. But in order to make it quite happy, we need to feed it very well. So I've just given it another piece of food, and you will see that it becomes happy. And there we go, it's now happy, causing 125% of normal damage and gaining loyalty. And now this pet will be with me as I level up through World of Warcraft Classic. In the next video, which I'll leave a link to in the description of this video, I will be going over how to start training your pet and giving it new abilities, so feel free to check that out, and I hope you found this tutorial useful.